It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Wonderful, threading that inside the box. What a ball! He did it again! Kick it to the net!
Up in poetry, bullet in the chamber, waiting till they get a load of me. Dialing from the rotary, the other end's a ringtone. It's like I'm at the 20, running to the other end zone. Never had a pretty woman keep me in the friend zone. Trying to worry not, what about any of my friends on? Return so much, I probably pound until the send's gone. Weed under the button, the scent strong. Phone still off limits like a motherfucker slanging Mary. Delivery on time, every time, very. Good intention, but the honest vary. Trying to find this peace of mind and count it out as monetary. My thoughts are forming into sentences. No telling when the
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Monday Night RSL. It is Monday, right? No, it's Wednesday. I got my days all mixed up.
It's alright.
I'm here with General Mojo, a new player. He's going to be helping me with the play-by-play. How you doing, Mojo? What do you think of the game so far?
I'm doing fantastic, and it looks like both teams are going to be ready to bring on a nice show tonight for the finals games tonight.
Yeah, let's talk about the stats. If you have the stream pulled up, you'll see some fancy little graphics. Team leaders are Hey Bert for the Muskies and Renegade for the Chicago Wolves. Bert has 3 points on him despite Bert only playing 3 games, and Renegade and Gaze and all of them have played 5. Bert is
It's incredible to see that in such few games that just can do such produce so well, and we'll hopefully see that tonight with hopefully a lot of goals, and maybe we'll get surprised and have 2 good goaltenders controlling the game.
Absolutely, and 1 second, I need to answer the colors. Speaking of goaltenders, let's take a look at the stats for them. Goose putting up an impressive 66.6 repeating save percentage. Eric VM sitting at 50 even. Goose, a very impressive goaltender all season long. Even the games that he's played out, he's been noticeable on the ice, whether he plays as a defender or a goaltender. So both teams on the ice, and it looks like Mojo dropped connection. Hopefully he comes back. Until he does, I guess I'll do the play-by-play. There he is. Off the draw and sent in to the Muskies' end. And pass back. Hey Bert with a great chance! Just sent wide. Mojo is back. Welcome back, man.
Sorry for that. But yeah, hopefully everything seems to go well tonight. We can see that there's a nice warm-up going on the ice. Both teams getting ready to put the hurt on for these playoffs.
And we're actually underway now, so if you want to hop in and start doing the play-by-play anytime you're ready.
Super Woo with the puck now in the defensive zone, chipping it to center ice, but it looks like Braille takes the puck for the red team, and a mishap between both teams as it heads back into the red zone, with it getting chipped out into the neutral zone. Back again with the red controlling it, as Haybert gets onto the puck, dumps it around, and Blue back up, getting ready to shove it up the ice to neutral as he passes it right, great across, nice pass. He's going for the shot and he fans on it. Super Wolf back at the point, nice stick handling skills, trying to keep it in. Holds on, goes to the slap shot and score. Absolute beaut from the blue line. It's 1-0 at 3:14. Red winning the face-off as Dylan Larkin heads with the puck, passes it into blue zone, and what a huge hit at center, almost close to center ice as Blue with right over there taking the puck and seeing as they chip it back to center ice to try and gain some possession here, but it looks like Not Lead is taking the puck for the red team and trying to make a play, but Blue intercepts again. As Larkin maintained the puck until taken by Haybert again as he goes up the right boards. Here with a shot, but saved by Goose. Chipping it around as Blue team tries to handle the puck. But a bad mishandle, but they chip it to center ice for a red team Larkin player to just wrist it and back into the zone. You can see Doc pick up the puck for his team as he tries to pass it up to Puma, but it gets chipped all the way, which could be an icing, but it's not. Eric come with the puck. Nelson tries to pass it up to Larkin or into the zone to Haybeard, but Blue gets back at it. And a dangerous attempt out in front with 2 minutes left in the first. Around the blue end zone. Dylan Larkin with the puck. Tries to chip it around again for Cowboy. Cowboy on the puck. Tries to shoot the side of the net. It's retained by Blue as a Doc plans to move the puck. Passes it up to Puma. Puma gets it right back into the zone. But Braid launches it back into the blue end for them to get ready. Another dump for Andre to pick up. Taken on by Burt. Passes it on to Doug. And nice save and no! Doc scores! 2-0 lead for the...
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's perfectly fine. Game's still underway here, as we can see, 1 minute and 6 seconds and counting for the red team here, who's struggling. But they seem to keep getting that zone time, but not enough to produce anything, as right now, Cowboys going in for it. But held it up by Goose. Center ice, who handles the puck well. Passes it back into the zone for Super Woo, but he's not ready for the puck just yet. Wolves dumping it back again. And they chip it using some board play with less than 30 seconds left, and they send it back to center ice, and a back and forth play, almost like a tennis match here. "15 seconds left as we see the neutral ice battle continues. With Andre Gaze going for it for the Wolves, dumping it around. For the Muskies to try and pick it up, but that looks like it's the end of the first period, folks. As we could see early on that the Wolves just took it into their own hands, maintaining that puck control and making sure that the Muskies couldn't get anything at all. You can see the 2-0 lead benefits from their passing plays and puck possession. We'll see if the Muskies can take it back in the second period as they win the face-off, bring it back to their zone. Not Lead Dumping it back to Larkin. He passes it back around, looking for Eric, but doesn't get him. Motley takes the puck and passes it up to Panarin Bread, but misses it completely as Cowboy tries to go in for it, but Super Move is ready there. Board battles here, and a shot attempt by Panarin Bread goes wide. Gets picked up by Woov. Chips it up the boards into the red zone. The setup pass that goes all the way back into the Wolf zone. Goaltender goes out to take it. Goose passes it up to Panarin. With the red team picking back the puck back up, hoping to get some offensive zone time for once. As a wrister goes all the way into the zone, with Goose getting a piece of it. Move on the puck. Dishes it around up the boards. Larkin's in, shoots, but goes completely wide. Panarin back on the puck. Chips it back to the point with a missed shot. Now a breakaway goes on for Andre. Is he going to get it? He stick handles and he's waiting as Dylan Larkin gets on for the defense. And a post and out. No goal. So neutral zone work as two blue players from the Wolves collide. What a nice board play by Larkin there. Muskie's trying to get it back up. It's a 2-on-0. A fake, and the goalie Goose steals it to get it back to the blue team. The Wolves, who just managed to somehow always get the zone time in. Controlled by Puma. Throws it across around the boards for Duck, which gets dumped out by the Muskies. Muskies take it back up after some nice use of the boards. And a nice hit as the Wolves take possession of the puck once again, sending it up through center ice, but to no avail with no one there to pick up the puck. As Larkin goes for the Muskies to pick up the puck with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period. He chips it up, hoping to get Panarin. It gets intercepted by the Wolves, and a continuous neutral zone battle continues to happen here as we notice that the Wolves take back on the puck held by Puma, who chips it up to Andre, but has missed the opportunity, and Larkin almost got it, but a bit of miscommunication between both teams as to what's happening. But we have to hope that the Muskies, if they want to make a comeback at all, is to get any sort of scoring opportunity, as they almost get one there, but Goose just wipes it out of the air with a nice stick. Ooh, that could have been a bad opportunity if it was right on goal. Or Eric VM. And not lead with Larkin as Larkin dishes it up in front. Oh, it would have been a nice deflection had it been going in. Muskies are putting a lot of pressure, especially in the neutral zone, to try and get up on the Wolves here, but looks like the Wolves still continue to have their defense pass into the neutral zone to get those offensive chances. But a huge neutral zone battle between the Muskies and the Wolves continues on as puck goes from red to blue uniform. As Andre looks to go for the puck, Dylan Larkin picks it up in his own zone and chips it around as it gets chipped back in by a Wolves player. Puma taking a shot, but misses completely. Would have been dangerous if that went in. Larkin on the puck, moving through center ice. The defenseman, with a Wolves defenseman, he shoots, and it's a goal! Larkin scores! Muskies make it a one-goal game with 40 seconds, and now 37 seconds and counting. It looks like the pressure is now on. The Muskies aren't going to want to give up the game early on as the Wolves go back at it with Andre Gaz shooting it. Oh, right in front deflection. Missed opportunity there. As Cowboy goes on breakaway and scores. It's a tie game. Absolute beauty. He beat the goaltender fair and square. He was way out of the crease, and he just had to dig around him. Face-off won by the Wolves with less than 5 seconds left in the period, we see that the Muskies have taken it up a notch and are not willing to give up so easily. And that's the end of the second period. Now, what we have to see from the Wolves here, if they want to continue their excellence, is to put that pressure back onto the Muskies, as the Muskies finally figured out how to gel together again as a team in the passing play. So they got to watch the neutral zone and make sure that they don't get the puck. And we'll see who comes out the winner here as the Wolves take the face-off for the third period. It goes right back into the red zone as it gets deflected into the neutral zone. Muskies on the puck. Still in the neutral zone. Drags it in. With a shot attempt, but it goes off the post. But Muskies still got it. As they continue to have this back and forth play between Brad and Cowboy. They just seem to be dominating the zone with the rest of their team. I don't know what the defense is doing, but it looks like they're waiting. Larkin at the circle shoots and scores. Absolute beauty from the right face-off dot to give them the lead first this entire game. And a face-off win by the Muskies after that gorgeous goal by Larkin continues, but is taken by the Wolves. But is regained by the Muskies in the neutral zone, but the battle continues. Wolves seem to be getting a scrum on the boards with Cowboy, but he seems to have the puck. He's trying to go for a wraparound wrister, and it doesn't go in. Board battle still continues. With Puma on the puck. First for the Wolves to get out of the game, finally getting out of their zone, but it seems to not be happening with 3 minutes and 37 seconds and counting. Finally, some neutral zone pickups by Burt. Chips it off the boards. But it looks like the Muskies will have none of it as they continue to bring it back into the Muskies' defensive end. Docking the puck for the Wolves. Passes it up, but gets intercepted by Lead and just back into their zone. After the goal, it seems that the Wolves have lost morale and have just lost their sense of play. They were dominating the first two periods until the goal scored here in the third period, as 3 minutes left in the third period. Wolves are finally getting the offensive zone. And looks like there was a short wraparound try, but failed as the board battle happens right behind the goalie, Eric VM. To Panarin. Panarin picks up the puck. It has to deal with some Wolves players as they try and get a scoring opportunity here. But Cowboy passes on to Panarin, who passes it on to Larkin. The right side wrists it over the defender's stick of the Wolves as Lead takes the puck. Gets back to having Lead take the puck again, but is nudged away by Puma. Puma with a potential 2-on-1 over here with Andre. He passes it to Andre, but the goalie, Eric, with his stick ready. Larkin on the puck, wrists it, and a save by Goose. 2 minutes left in the third period, and still the one-goal lead by the Muskies after trailing the entire game. With the puck being launched back into their zone, the bouncing puck continuously bouncing as no one seems to have true possession as it goes back into the neutral zone for the Wolves to take. But the Muskies get it back. The Muskies in the zone. With some stick handles by Lead, but just goes off the left post. Gets recollected by their D with Dylan Larkin on the puck. Passes it up to Panarin. But it gets intercepted by Doc. Doc all by himself with Larkin there, shoots, but he missed. Players now all in the Muskie zone. Open net here, and they score, tying the game. Andre Ross just getting the goalie completely off guard as he was completely not ready. He's back to the puck. Absolutely monster tie. We see no score. He might be heading into overtime in the first game of the playoffs. Huge neutral zone battle as the Wolves finally take the puck back and shoot. What a save by the post!
Ooh.
Not lead with the puck with 30 seconds left. He passes it on for the breakaway, but the goalie, Goose, saves it. Aggressive goaltending by Goose, saving his team there. That could have been a 4-3 game-winning goal with less than 20 seconds left now. The Wolves on the puck. Andre passes it to Puma. It gets intercepted by Larkin. But the Wolves D proceeds to try and push. Less than 5 seconds left. The Wolves are trying to gain the pressure, but it looks like we're heading to overtime in Game 1 of the playoffs. Absolutely monstrous game here, with that third period being the most spectacular of them all. Larkin with that fantastic goal from center ice, that wrister in the top left corner, and then Gaze on the Wolves tying the game, with Eric VM being completely unaware of his surroundings, getting just completely beaten as we go into overtime here. Remember, we have continuous OT until a team scores. As the Wolves get ready, Andre on the puck. Remember, he tied the game for the Wolves. He used to go back as Larkin scoops out the puck for the Muskies. Goes right into the Wolves zone for Panarin to make that setup, but is completely intercepted by the D of the Wolves. As Larkin and not lead head back for the puck. Make sure that the Wolves do not get it. Off the boards. Gets chipped up into the rafters. It was right above the goal. And oh my god, if Wolves wasn't ready, that would have been an absolute goal to end it. And a crazy one at that. Andre on the puck. Andre shoots and scores. And it's over. The Wolves take Game 1. Absolute snipe. Eric VM just couldn't get it, and 2 goals on him for the win, and Super Woo with the other 2. Absolutely phenomenal teamwork and comeback game for the Wolves. It's crazy to think that the Muskies gave them a run for their money as they had a 2-goal lead for 2 periods. I mean, for the first period and then going to the second, the Muskies tied it up, giving them a run for their money, and the truth came out at the beginning of the third period with Larkin's goal and Andre going back at it to tie it up for him, and so you can see he's obviously the star, though, as he's got 2 goals, both of them game winners in my eyes. Game 2 begins to start after the warm-ups.
Great job, by the way. The only thing that I have to say is that
obviously the Muskies are going to have to retain that same hard-working energy that they had in the previous game to hopefully...
Sorry. It's Not Lead. Is his name? Not Lead. As opposed to Not Lead. Oh, he just dropped connection, folks. I'm sorry. Let me get back on the stream anyways. Taken now by Not Led at center ice. A move off the boards to get it into the Chicago end. Picked up by Hey Burt. And shot towards the net. Ends up going wide. Not Led crashes into the zone. Picked up. Tries to get a pass into the crease. It bounces just wide of the net. Picked up by Andrew Gaze. Pass back to Prince Puma. Dumps it in deep to the Lindsay zone. Eric VM sends it right on Doc Emmerich's stick. But Hey Burt able to check it away, where Payne picks it up, takes a one-timer just wide of the net. Sent around the boards. Prince Puma tries to pass it off to Andrew Gaze, but it was off target. Sent around to Not Led. Oh, welcome back, Mojo. I guess he's still getting resituated. It's turned away from the net. It's almost stopped by Not Led. Picked up by Dylan Larkin at center ice. Sent right on just over the top of the net. Working it from behind. Hey Bert tries to pass it off to Dylan Larkin, but Prince Puma gets there before he can. Dumped into the Lindsay zone, picked up by Not Led. Decides to take a long shot. Hey Bert in the slot, left for Payne. Shot wide and checked away by Supelwoof, picked up by Doc Emmerich, carried out of the Chicago zone. Doc Emmerich sent back into the Lindsay zone, picked up by Not Led. Carries it across center ice. Takes a shot from behind the blue line, save made by Goose. Sent back out to center ice, Not Led picks it back up. Blocked at the blue line by Andrew Gaze, but is picked up and kept in by Dylan Larkin. Takes a shot, but it's off target. Payne able to block that pass by Doc Emmerich. Pass to Dylan Larkin. He has a great chance. Ends up shooting it wide of the post. Andrew Gaze has it at center ice. Shot made. Ends up going wide. Now Minnie working deep in the Lindsay zone. Yeah. Andrew Gaze trying to turn the puck around. Succeeds in doing so, but Minnie misses that pass. Dylan Larkin intercepts. Passed back to Andrew Gaze. He's looking for, I don't know who that is in the slot. Doc E. Doc Emmerich dumps it back into the Lindsay zone. Andrew Gaze picks it up, sends it around the boards, left for Supelwoof to take a shot from the point. Not hard enough though, but it gets through a few Lindsay players. Not Led sends it off the boards to Hey Bert, who carries it into the Chicago zone. And here's a chance. Save made by Goose. I think it was going high, but Goose still got his stick on it. Hey Bert loses control of the puck behind the net. It's picked up by Andrew Gaze, sent down. Doc Emmerich carries it at center ice, but is checked away by Dylan Larkin. Under 30 seconds left now. Supelwoof pass to Gaze, who keeps it moving up to Minnie. Pass back to the goaltender, Goose. And a long shot. That's just wide. No timeout. As Chicago did call one earlier. Mojo, you there?
Sorry, some issues connecting with the game. The game resolution's having a bit of a problem here, so I'm sorry for the missing opportunity to cast the game.
No problem. If you're back and ready, you can start whenever.
System issues on my end, Vector. Sorry about that.
Alright, well. Payne tries to send it on net, but it's blocked. Working in deep in the Chicago zone, passed off the boards. Picked up by Not Led. Left for Dylan Larkin, who takes a shot, ends up going wide. Seems just about every shot has gone wide. This is the RSL after all. And Hey Bert with the great tip in front breaks the tie at the 4:18 mark in the second period. What a goal. And teamwork as Prince Puma and Andrew Gaze work together to get that puck into the Lindsay end. But it's cleared out by Not Led, dumped in deep. Supelwoof picks it up in the Chicago zone behind the net. Stopped by Payne before it could reach the blue line, but Supelwoof keeps it moving up to Andrew Gaze. Turned on net. Andrew Gaze with the second chance ends up going wide. And he hits the post with that third chance. You know what they say, third time's a charm. And Eric VM tipping that puck away at the last second out of his net. Dumps it in deep into the Chicago zone. Taken by Doc Emmerich. Puma not able to turn that on net, but Doc keeps it into the Lindsay zone. Not Led keeps it moving around the board, stopped by Andrew Gaze. Picked up again by Not Led. Turned on net, Goose sends it back down the ice. Not Led sends it back down to Goose. The play off the boards misses two Chicago skaters. And Haybert picks it up in the Chicago end, ends up sending the puck wide of the goal. Prince Puma with the long shot, hits the post. Excuse me for 1 second, folks. I need to step away. I'll be right back. Back just in time for the third period. Face-off win to Lindsay. In Lindsay's zone. Dylan Larkin sends it around the boards. Looking for Not Led. Sorry, Mojo, I had to mute you. He had some sound coming through. Picked up by Eric VM, able to get around Andrew Gaze, but an open net chance ends up going wide. Supawoo with another chance deflected away by the defense. Doc Emmerich around the boards, connects with Prince Puma. Takes a shot. Big save by Eric VM. Puma loses control of it behind the net, but picks it back up. Turned over, though. Payne. Pass to Burt. Makes his way over to Dylan Larkin, who dumps it back over to Hey Burt. Or Payne will take it. Ends up shooting it. Goes wide. Dylan Larkin takes another shot. Hits the post. And another chance is cleaned up by the Chicago defense. Hey Burt takes it behind his own net. Played off the boards. Connects with not led. Carried into the Chicago zone. Takes it too far wide. Pass back to Hey Burt. And it's blocked by Doc Emmerich. Andrew Gaze and Doc Emmerich got that chemistry going, but puck out in front, and Hey Burt scores! His second of the game. It is now 2-1 Lindsey Muskies.
Burt almost on the puck, but is getting chased by Superwoo. Back on it, Burt still has it, but gets taken by the players of the Wolves. Get chips back to center ice, and Andre Gaz tries to get it, but not led, takes ahead of it. Chip pass back out to center ice. It is intercepted by Prince Puma, but to no avail right now as Andre goes to try and take it, with Woov dumping it farther into the Muskie zone. Clap back out to center ice as Gaze and Hey Burt over here trying to take it. Burt brings it back to the Wolf zone. With a strong presence there, but he still has possession of the puck. Tries to chip it around for the pass. Payne loses the puck and it goes back to Doc. Passes on to Gaze and gets shot straight back into the Wolves zone. That's picked up by Woov, but it's getting chased by the Muskies players. And Hey Burt goes for it, but continuous board battles here and scrums going on in their zone as Not Led takes a puck, shoots, and scores! Extending the lead for the Muskies in the third period with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Absolutely beautiful goal. As we can see, the Muskies learned from the past mistakes of the last game and just took it up a notch to show the Wolves who they are. Hey Burt in the zone passes it up to Payne, back to Burt, back to Payne, back to Burt, and it's just back and forth, but now Led has to take care of it with Puma right on his ass. Pardon my language there. And it just goes into the sky, gets bounced off, and it will land somewhere in the Wolf zone. Super Wolf on the puck for the Wolves. Great puck possession as he goes to the neutral zone. He tries to deke around, but the Muskies get it right back as Goose has to go for it and tries to make the pass. Dekes around the offenseman and just puts it right back to center ice for Puma to pick up as he chips it right into the zone, and Eric VM just tips it out of the air. What a save. Super move back on the puck as we have Hey Burt in the zone with, and that's game over. Dominant play by the Muskies to take game 2, making the series tied. Absolutely phenomenal work by both teams, but the Muskies in the end come out victorious.
Great job by the Muskies to fend off a sweep. Series now tied 1-1 going into game 3.
Victor, what do you expect for both teams to do to achieve victory and achieve the cup or whatever the prize is?
Well, there's There's a few things both teams need to do. If the Muskies want the cup, they need to get the puck to Hey Bert. If Chicago wants the cup, they need to get the puck to Gaze and Renegade. It's fairly straightforward. I think they have a slight upside in net. I think Goose is a better goaltender. Eric is solid, don't get me wrong, but Lindsay's
The
offense
Wolves
might
seem
edge
to
him
have the
out.
upper advantages here. As Lindsay wins the face-off, and a shot straight off the face-off after the win for the Muskies here, as it gets picked up by a Wolves defenseman, but gets battled through the neutral zone as what a blading hit for Larkin. Ouch, that must have hurt. As the Wolves continue to try and get the puck out of their zone so early on, with only 30 seconds into the game. Larkin chipping it out. But it ends up going onto a offenseman under stick. And he tries to go for a shot around, but we see a lot of work happening here for the Muskies as a chip goes trying to get to Andre, but we see that doesn't happen here. Pardon me, I think I've mixed up the teams here actually as I switch sides and colors. Bert taking it back to Lead. And up in the air, the puck goes. And a shot on net that goes high over the bar, over Goose. For the Wolves. A chip to neutral ice as the Muskies take hold of the puck. It gets taken again by the Wolves. A lot of neutral ice battle going on here. Move back on the puck for the Wolves. And hey, Bert here trying to get the puck. He's got it, waiting for the pass across, but gets taken off his stick and chipped right back out. Andre Gaze for the Wolves loses it, but gets picked up by a teammate. Was lost again as they have to go back into their zone with Muskies players on their tails. Puma with the puck. Skates through neutral ice with blading speed and a shot. And what a save by Eric for the Muskies. Absolutely phenomenal. Right in the glove. But the Wolves don't stop as the neutral zone battle continues with both teams fighting hard. Because a breakaway by Hey Bert. Shoots and scored! With an assist by Larkin, we can see that Muskies are up. Muskie face-off win with Payne getting the puck. Passes to Bert and scores again. In mere seconds of the last one, the Muskies are up 2-0 in the first period.
Yeehaw.
Pass to Not Led. As he moves through the zone going into the Wolves' end. Takes a shot, but whiffs it wide of the goaltender. With Andre going for it and Larkin back in his own zone for the Wolves. I mean, for the Muskies, my bad. Chips are right up the boards. That goes onto a Wolves player for Puma. Puma struggling to get the puck. Anyone passes it straight across. Hoping for other teammates. As Hate Bert goes for another shot attempt. It looks like Eric's found the way and is still out of his crease. To go pass it up ice. Take it by Hey Bert. Now on the stick of Minnie. Minnie with the hands. Shoots on net and a save by Eric. Hey Bert trying to get it from the boards. Whiffs it, but chips it back around for Led. Led, passing it on to a teammate with no one there. Hey Bert scoops it up just once again, the goal scorer for the team. And a dangerous pass across with a Wolves player there. Muskies here pass it across, but miss the goal for Brett to just shoot there. Marissa goes high and over both nets as it gets cleared by Payne. right across the ice, back into the Wolves zone. Doc chips it, but gets blocked and back into the Muskie zone. As Andre tries to take an opportunity as board play goes on, but he crashes into his own teammate, which gives not led the puck for another Muskie shot opportunity here. Led tries to go for a pass, but gets blocked by Puma as Larkin has to go back for the puck behind his goaltender. A little slow, but chips it up the boards, and it's already the end of the first period here. We can see the dominance in scoring by the Muskies has proven worthy as they learned, and as what Vector said, to give it to Haybert, so he just pops it right in behind Goose. Scrum through neutral ice along the boards as Puma is on the puck. With hopes to pass it to Cowboy, but is just lost, and he shoots on goal, but it goes wide. Could have been dangerous if it was on net. Andre on the puck along the boards. Chips it in front, tries to get a shot attempt off, but is collected by Mini instead at center ice. Slow to get to the puck with many players behind him. He chips it back to center ice, but it gets scooped up by Brave Payne and gets picked up by the Wolves player here. And a shot on goal and a save by Eric. He keeps holding down the fort just for the Muskies here, as he should. I said in the pregame it was believed that Eric is the latter goaltender of the two compared to Goose, but it seems that he's actually the one standing on top of his head, not letting in a single shot. 3 minutes and 40 seconds in the second period here, with Doc Emmerich on the puck, passing it up to Puma, but it gets collected by Led and goes straight back into the zone, which gets deflected by Haybert. It gets passed up to Larkin, the Muskie zone. He takes it around. Behind the goal line, he's getting chased by Puma. But the puck goes straight back into the Wolves zone, with Doc Emmerich trying to scoop it up behind Goose. Chip back to center ice. Hoping for Puma, and Andre's on the puck. He gets ready, shoots, and a save by Eric. Miscommunication between passes, and Andre goes back on the puck and manages to stick handle, and it's a pass set up in front, but Puma could not score. Absolutely dangerous. Still searching for a goal here. The Wolves are down still 2-0 as Muskies continue to put the pressure on in the Wolves zone. Bouncing puck around as Burt tries to collect it. Maybe going for his third goal to get the hat trick, but he dumps it back around with no one there. And Larkin takes possession, but it's gained right back by Puma. Puma through center ice, loses it. 3 defensemen to go back to the puck. Haybert is just waiting and cherry picking, ready for that third goal. He wants the hat trick real badly. Larkin going to the boards to collect the puck behind the net. Shoots it from the glass as it gets picked up by Andre. And what a poke there by Eric. In a dangerous situation, puts the risk even higher and makes the pass out to clear it. Up by not led to Haybert. Hasn't collected it yet. The bouncing puck. Haybert got to, and it's the hat trick. 3-0 Muskies.
And the hats come down off the ice. Or on the ice, I don't know. Whatever.
Onto the ice, yes, you were right the second time. Still time left in this game with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the second period and a whole third period left to be played. It's hard to see if the Wolves can come back here, but anything is possible in hockey. The game's not over till it's over. Chip around, gets scooped up by Led, shoots, and just misses the net by a millimeter. Picked up by Larkin. It was taken by some Wolves players here at center ice. Chips it to no one. Back and forth play like a tennis match here, using the glass to gain their zone for each respective team here. With 40 seconds left on the clock. We've got Doc Emmerich passing it up, hoping to get someone. Doc Emmerich trying to go for the puck again, but Goose gets out of his crease to take the pass and shoots it through center ice. And scooped up by Led, who passes it back into the zone. 15 seconds left, and oh my god, a backhand, but a save by Goose. Absolutely phenomenal. Scoring opportunities are coming left and right, but Goose seems to be taking with 3 seconds left. And that's the end of the second there. Now it's tough to see if the Wolves can truly come back here, as Goose tried to finally step it up after having 3 unanswered goals by the Muskies. We'll see what happens in this third period. The cup is indeed in the building, so we will see if the Muskies take it after being the underdogs. The Wolves having the better team.
It's actually best of 7 series, so.
Well, looks like I'm dumb, guys.
You're fine.
Puma on the puck for the Wolves. Tries to take a shot, but misses the net completely. With one of his teammates waiting there. They get chipped out, and Hey-Bert takes it, but the man with the hat trick just manages to use his soft hands to try and set up a play, but he's got 2 defensemen on him. And Hey-Bert back on the puck, but gets chipped away by a Wolves defenseman here. Andre in the zone, looking for some offensive opportunity as he gains the puck, chips it off the boards to himself. But to no avail as the board play continues and gets chipped out for Hey-Bert to scoop it up. Passes it right across to Payne. Payne on the puck, shoots it to dump it into the zone. Hoping for Larkin, as Larkin is waiting for it. He's waiting for the pass. Passes diagonally with no one there. Hey-Bert's waiting for it, picks up the puck, shoots but goes high to the glass. Collected by Payne, shoots, and Bert! 4 goals, putting the team on his back. Absolute phenomenal work. He might win the MVP for this playoff series if he continues his work. Wolves still searching for a goal here as they gain the zone. This puck gets chipped by Eric. Forward battle behind the goalie. Payne collects the puck for the Muskies, but chips it to Hey-Bert, looking for that 5th goal, and he gets it. My oh my. If there's such a thing as a double hat trick, he might get it here tonight. It's still 3 minutes left to play. He's putting the Muskies on his back to get the series lead. My oh my, I've never seen such a phenomenal effort by a single player in a game in the longest time. Puma on the puck. Passes it up to the offensive zone, but to no avail. Andre nor Minnie could get the puck, but Minnie seems to be going for it. That goes right behind the goalie. The Larkin's there. Check it and take the puck. Taken by Puma. Passes up. Tries to go for the shot, but Eric gets his stick on it in midair. Puck goes in the zone, but Goose behind his net with a dangerous pass there. Manages to still get it off to his teammate, which gets chipped right back behind him. Go for Doc Emmerich. Emmerich on the puck. Chips it to center ice. It gets picked up by Larkin. Larkin going around his net. Preparing to set up a rush. Chips it ahead of center ice, hoping for Bert. But Goose has got it. and just shoots it right across into the Wolf zone, into the Muskie zone. Pardon me. Back and forth play here in the Muskie zone as Andre tries to set up a pass here for a goal, but goes through everybody as Goose, trying to settle the bouncing puck, blasts it into the Muskie zone here. Haber looking for the puck, but gets scooped up by Puma here. He's trying to figure out who to pass it to. Wrists it over to Andre. Andre all alone, but gets taken by 4 defensemen coming back as the team deserts into one unit. Larkin takes a shot, but Goose immediately slaps it right back out. It goes right back into the hands of the Muskies. Not led with the backhand. As it's collected by Puma, who's getting chased by Haybert, leading goal scorer of this game. Led on the puck. Stick handling around the defense. Gets taken by Andre, who chips it around the Wolves players phenomenally. Puma waits to set up another play and chip it out, but not to no avail as Andre scoops the puck again. With 9 seconds left in the third, it looks like the game is going to be a shutout for Mr. Eric VM, and the Muskies take game 3.
I don't know how many
By a
goals.
phenomenal effort by Haybert.
Sorry, I don't know how many goals Bert had in games 1 and 2. But from the first series and game 3 of this series, he has 13 goals scored.
Absolutely phenomenal.
That's incredible. Hey, Bert, I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of my Lindsay Muskie boys. This is not a biased stream. I'm just a little emotional right now. That was a great game.
Can't make this can't see anything like this but here, folks.
Absolutely. Tune in next Monday night when we come back with more RSL action. We'll continue with Games 4 and Games 5. Mojo, you're welcome to come back too if you're available.
Hopefully so. I'd like to make it back to get another game. Sorry for messing up and not being available. Some connection issues, but definitely fun, and it's nice to see these players take it to the next level and show up and get their skills and show it off on the ice, as we can see by Bert's play and the goaltenders and everyone basically just showing off here. It's a great shoutcast. Thank you for letting me be on the stream tonight.
Yeah, no problem. As always, I'm Vector. He's Mojo. Thanks for watching HQM Network. I hope you have a great night.